People of the Purple Butterfly here, otherwise known as People of 7 on Twitter and YouTube, people are elsewhere on the internet. My blog is located Purple Butterfly people.blogspot.com. My soaps, Purple Butterfly soaps, can be located at people.etsy.com, and my t-shirt designs, Purple Butterfly people.tmail.com. And here I have one of my favorite pieces of jewelry of all time. It was handmade for me back at a time when, everybody was taking pennies and making jewelry because of the copper that's supposed to be good for arthritis and skin conditions, so forth and so on. And I went one step further, and instead of pennies, I just had some pieces of copper made into this bracelet. They took like sheets of copper and cut it up into these shapes. And for the longest, it was fine. Except for, it's got sharp edges because basically it took little squares and put it together. But now, because I have a blood disorder, I can't afford a cut or a scratch or whatever. So it's time to revamp this. So basically what I'm going to do, let's give you see how sharp those edges are. And every now and then I've actually cut my arm. So I'm going to take a little tackle box here and see if I can change the edges of this. I'm thinking of taking the edges and curling them over. I thought about curling them in, but then that will put the folded edge against my skin. Well, I've been looking for that forever. That's one of my latch hooks for doing hair. So now that I know what it is, I can do that again. But instead of folding this over like this, I figure fold it over that way, so that way it can't cut my skin. And if it doesn't work, well, this bracelet is almost 30 years old anyway, so it's no big loss. But to be able to use it again would be great. So I'm just going to take this. Oh, I didn't think that was going to work, but yep. It bent in, but now that's going to give me a sharp edge right there. So I'm going to bend it again. But first I'm going to crimp it down. Don't you just love when your tools don't want to cooperate with you? This has a spring, so it should pop open when I do this. Okay, we won't worry about that. This spring is stuck. So this is not going to cooperate with me unless I get the spring back in place. That's why you should replace your tools every so often too, because, I'm not going to worry about it. I got this in the garden supplies section of Home Depot, which I can always get another one. But in the meantime, let's see what we can do about this. That's what I did. So instead of a sharp corner like this, I did that. So I'm going to do that on all the edges. and see how that works. I think so. I'm going to crimp it into this position. That way I don't have to burnish it into a different shape. Vice grips come in handy for that. I have 3 different types of vice grips because I use those for making the disciples crosses. And there's something on my fingernail. Hold on. Ah, big old chunk of soap. I was shrink wrapping the soaps earlier and deciding which is going for the house and which is going on sale. So let's do that. And then because of the design element there, that one's going to be tough, but I have confidence I can make it work. Not only do I have to get rid of the sharp edges, but anything I do, I'm going to have to crimp it down to make sure that it's not going to snag my clothes or whatever. Which is why I did it going this way instead of going that way. I hear someone, alarm at the door, so I'm thinking my daughter and my aunt are home. Yeah, that'll work. Now all I gotta do is the other 3 sides. So let's get that popping.
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Still caught up. Lord have mercy. Take the room.
Alrighty then. That one I got into a complete twirl. But I'm still going to have to crimp it down.
Hey, Granny, what's going on?
Maybe they could help Mom with her confusion. She's been acting a little off today. Okay, now this part, I kind of bent it the wrong way and it's fighting the original element. So I'm going to crimp it down and then try to crimp the other part under it. See how that's lifting up and the part is just folded? I'm going to see if I could bend one into the other. In fact, I'm going to unbend this and then bend it on top of that. I'm thinking that'll work.
Occupational therapist is coming tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Between 11 and 11:30.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cute shirt.
Thank you. I'm about to get that.
I want one. Yeah, I think that worked. Now I'm going to put this on and see how that's going to work. And if it's going to work the way I think it is, then I'll go and do the rest of it. If not, then I'm going to call it done and give this to my daughter or somebody who doesn't have to worry about sharp edges or blood disorders or bleeding or any of that.
Back to give mommy kisses.
Okie dokie.
Would you like a hug?
Sure, hold on.
Okay, your hair is very pretty.
Thank you.
I'm compelled to touch it, but I can't.
Now, look at there. That's going to come out very well. Come here.
Oh, okay.
Give me a kiss. Mwah.
Oh. Well, hello, good people.
Look what I did.
Oh, that's nice. You made that?
No, this is the bracelet that was made for me years ago by Bill, and it's been cutting me. See how I got the sharp edges there? And since I have a blood disorder, I figured I'd try to do something different, so I took and crimped the edges.
You're so crafty and creative.
I'm hoping that's going to stop the process of it cutting and, mauling my skin. Especially since my wrist is actually bigger than it was when this was made. So look, it's really close now. So it needs to be reworked. That's my daughter. Isn't she beautiful? Anyway, I'm going to try to do the same thing on these other edges. Actually, I'm going to put my hand this way so I can turn it completely inverted. Oh, that's neat. Okay, that looks like I did it on purpose. It looks like it was done professionally, but I did it on purpose. So we're going to continue on with this vein. I get the impression I need it over here, so I'm going to end this video right now and come back with the finished results. This has been People of 7 on Twitter and YouTube, People of elsewhere on the internet. My blog is located at purplebutterfly-people.blogspot.com. My soaps, Purple Butterfly Soaps, can be located at people.etsy.com. And my t-shirt designs, purplebutterfly-people.tmail.com. Y'all stay blessed, stay tuned. Bye now. People of the Purple Butterfly here, I'm back. I just found out this phone has a pause button. So I paused. And I was completely prepared to just start over, but hey, we still here. That's my lovely daughter. Ain't she the most adorable thing you ever seen? This is Topi Speaks, y'all. Y'all seen her on YouTube? Maybe. Do you use your YouTube? Utilize your YouTube? Okay. Yeah, and you've seen her. You will be. Okay. Well, she will be more often. But she's also on Facebook. She does a daily or weekly?
Weekly.
She does a random she does a random message, mainly concerning Toby Speaks, and sometimes because she just wants to spread the word of Jesus, because she's adorable that way. In the meantime, I'm done. Look at there. I got every edge crimped towards the front, so it actually looks like it's part of the design. But more importantly, it's smooth on this side. See, I was going to tilt it this way, but then it occurred to me if I did that wrong, then I would have scratchy all over. So I went the opposite way. And Topi just told me it looks like it was done professionally instead of altered by moi. But I'm finna try it on to see if that's going to work for me. Hey, help your mommy out.
I can't see what I'm doing. I just pull it close.
Yeah, clamp it. Yeah, there you go.
There you go. It's now, so cute.
If I find Bill in the state of Ohio, in the city of Cincinnati, I'll tell him to make you one. But he left the city and, it's been almost 10 years, I think. We were living in Forest Ridge.
Oh, that's a long time
How long ago was that?
It was 2001.
Okay, 2001. And this was made for me before we moved over to Forest Ridge.
That was in the 90s.
Okay. But
that's when I was a little baby.
Yeah, well, he kept calling you Aki, which means, because in his language, that's any kid that's under the age of 8. But, yeah, you were itty bitty. Anyway, as you can tell, it's not cutting me anywhere. There's no sharp edges anymore. Any sharp edges is on the outside and not against my skin. So, yeah, that was a successful endeavor. So, Topi's probably upset by now because if it didn't work, I was going to give it to her.
And I would have wore it gracefully.
Yes, but now you can only borrow it every now and then.
It's okay.
anytime you get that carpal tunnel thing, just borrow it, because this literally absorbs the whatever issue out of your skin. That's why people use copper bracelets, and that's also how come you could buy copper bracelets, and the ones that they had in the stores were ugly.
See,
That's when I
new
told
today.
Bill, I said, well, you do stuff like that. What can you do with, some copper, these pennies, whatever? He goes, please, I got copper sheets. And I went, what's that? So he had these little sheets like this of copper, and he cut out these shapes. And see this part here? Those little strips that was left over from the edges, he literally wove them in and then took this torch-like thing and just, made this. I'm sitting there looking, going, oh, that stinks. He goes, yeah, but you'll like the end results. And he was right. I like the end results. I've had this thing for years. And because of my blood disorder, I can't have anything sharp. Just like this ring here that I just got, I'm going to take some art clay and silver and literally stabilize this because it will move. And can't have any sharp edges, even a little bit to give it that kind of risk. Like this one here is completely solid. There's no moving parts. This one, because it's so delicate, it does move a little bit, and I'm told it's supposed to do that, to represent the butterfly fluttering. But by the same token, that also means it might make it a little weaker because, well, it's just a teeny little pin that's holding it, so I'm going to stabilize it. But anyway, that's my finished project for today.
Yay.
I'm going to put a piece of satin or silk over it like this to make sure nothing snags, like that part right there just did, but at least it snagged on the outside instead of the inside next to my skin. So I'm going to have to burnish that part and crimp the other parts. But when I'm done, there'll be nothing that's going to snag me. I also finally found my heat gun. So all the soaps that were cured almost 2 months ago that I couldn't shrink wrap are now shrinked and ready to go. And I also put paint on my BP cup. You should see it. It's cute. I took some freezer paper, put it down, took different colors, one like this, marbled it, and then literally just mushed my BP cup in it, and then the leftover paint I put over the case. It'll be dry in a couple of hours, and I'll probably come on camera and show you. Anything you want to say?
No, everyone have a great and fabulous day, and go and be great.
Yes, and since she's being bashful, stand up. You see this t-shirt? God's Phenomenal Woman? That's her design. She is Topi Speaks. She is Divalicious for My Style. No, wait a minute. MyStyleLife.com/Divalicious. That's her. The coffee cup that I showed you that had the Smart Alex saying a few videos back, that's her design. And what else are you doing?
Open the nail salon.
Yeah, she opened her own nail salon, well, a suite in Phoenix Suites. She's Suite 110. She's the Divine Designs with a Z. Nailtique. That's her. She's busy. It's like she was phenomenally busy before she got her degree, and after she got her degree, she took it to a whole new buff level. She's up here. That's my baby girl. That's my daughter. Love her. And this, of course, has been People7 on Twitter and YouTube, People elsewhere on the internet. My blog is located at purplebutterfly-people.blogspot.com. I swear I'm going to update that thing. Blogger has been a little bit of an enigma, and you now have to download a whole new app to redo Blogger. So when I get access to it again, I will be updating everything. Long story, because part of it is remembering my password. And my soaps, Purple Butterfly Souls can be located at people.etsy.com. You're so cute. And my t-shirt designs,
So are
Purple
you.
Butterfly. Thank you. My t-shirt designs, Purple Butterfly -people.tmail.com. Y'all stay blessed. Stay tuned. Bye.
Bye.
Now.